Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to WSAL Live, your home of Salesianum basketball. Coming at you live from the Birkenhoer Memorial Gymnasium. As always, I'm Brendan Clairville, and with me is Declan Landis. Declan, how are you doing tonight?
Brendan, I'm wonderful. Thank you. This is an exciting matchup between two teams here ranked very highly in the state. Salesianum at number 9, coming off of a big loss to Sanford, 60-30 on the SL24 Memorial Classic. Unfortunate, but they're gaining a couple bodies in Joey Montooth and Isaiah Hinson. Going to be big and crucial for them down the stretch. Brendan, what about this Wilmington Christian school, though?
This Wilmington Christian school, they're at a solid 4-2 record right now, but coming off a hot 3-game win streak at home, coming in to face their first away game in a while against a tough Salesiana matchup. I'm going to be excited for it.
Me too, a very intriguing matchup. Brendan, we know Sally's is known for their aggressive defense that they can turn into a quick, fast-paced, fast-break offense. What are going to be the keys for success for this Sally's team?
A key is when that doesn't work out, when the fast break isn't working out and they're going into a half-court offense, they need to force William Christian to play their pace. We saw last game against Sanford, they were playing too fast and weren't playing their game. A change I want to see made here is to slow it down when they need to and get the easy buckets.
And that was actually going to be my key for Wilmington, is try to get this Sally's offense off their pace. A very good team from outside, very good at shooting, but that's how they run on the perimeter. If Wilmington Christian can force them off their rhythm, try to make them go to the inside and force their hand from the mid-range, that'll be a very successful strategy for them. So we'll see how it goes. 32 minutes of basketball here in the Birkenhoer Memorial Gymnasium. Wilmington Christian Warriors versus Salesianum. Starting 5 for Sally's: Justin Mullen, Ethan Hines, Sam Walsh, Jackson Conkey, and Rasheen Kalk.
Wilmington Christian to start off with the ball as the away team.
Dante Brinkley, guarded by Walsh, bringing it up the floor. Underneath pass, deflected by Hines. Stolen, Walsh the other way. Early turnover for this Sally's defense.
If Sally can force those turnovers, it'll be the story of this game.
Walsh gets the screen from Conkey. Mullen underneath, Conkey wide open, layup is good.
Easy points down low for Conkey. That's what we're talking about. Find the easy shots and don't force anything you don't need to.
Brinkley back up the floor. Drives to the inside. Hard foul, as he was parallel to the floor on the shot. Looks like the foul was on Kalk.
It was on the floor though, no shot.
Rodriguez Bryant inbounds it. Brinkley at the top, guarded once again by Walsh. Deep three, in and out. Mullen the other way. Mullen looking for options, slows it down. Hines on the opposite side. Walsh, corner three, off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Jalen Killing. Rodriguez Bryant drives to the inside, guarded by Mullen. Tough layup, in and out, gets his own rebound. Deflected by Conkey, rebounded by Hines.
Good move there by Conkey to get the ball out of his hands.
Hines, pull-up jumper, gets the shooter's touch off the front of the rim, and it's 4-0 Sally's.
That's the fast break offense you want to see from Salesianum. Just get it down and take the easy shot.
And that's going to be a carry for the Wilmington Christian team. Another turnover forced by Salesianum. That's 3.
Hopefully Sally's defense can keep this up.
Rasheen Kalk up the floor. Walsh gets the screen from Conkey. Mullen drives to the inside, hop step, pump fake, doesn't get the layup to go. Rebounded. Wilmington Christian up the floor. Layup good for Daniel Starkey.
Giving Salesianum a taste of their own medicine, running the fast break to perfection.
Ethan Hines drives to the middle, kicks it out to Walsh. Kalk in the corner thinks 3. Instead, they swing it around. Hines, free throw jumper is good. 4 points in the early going for Hines. Starkey on the other end. Doesn't get the layup to go, but gets his own rebound. Forces it up. We got a mask flying.
Stop the game for a moment.
Looked like he was hit in the face. Sally's ball. And they're just going to call a jump ball.
So Sally's will get possession as Conkey inbounds it.
Walsh up the floor, 6-2, 5:33 left in the first quarter. Walsh gets around. Conkey hands it off to Kalk, deep three, and he hits the three, Rasheen Kalk.
Big shot there for the senior Rasheen, has been the leader of this team so far in this season.
Kalk having a good shooting night so far, as the deep three by Brinkley is missed. That's 2 in the early going for him. Mullen on the other end. Draws a lot of contact, no foul, but he gets it to go anyway. Looks like Wilmington Christian's gonna take a timeout.
No height advantage, or a big height advantage there for Mullen, as Brinkley can't even come close to contesting the shot there in the fast break.
Brendan, what are you seeing so far from both teams?
For Salesianum, I'm seeing just what we were talking about, forcing turnovers, forcing them to take tough shots, and running the fast break, getting easy open shots like we saw there in the last possession by Justin Mullen. It just can't keep up. Another thing I want to see for them is abuse the height advantage. Wilmington Christian is a very short team. They don't have the big physical forces that Salesianum has, and I want to see Trev try to exploit those more.
And we don't have our stat guy here tonight. He couldn't be here, my little brother. But I can tell you, I think that's 3 or 4 turnovers from this Sally's defense. We're only 2 minutes into this ball game. That's a good sign for them. And no fouls, or 1 foul. That's also key for them, as their aggressive defense also often leads them to get into foul trouble. Killing, trying to break the press, and he does. Gets it across. Starkey for 3, and he hits the 3.
Starkey's been their go-to guy here early in the game.
Mullen with a beautiful ball fake, and it's gonna be a blocking foul underneath. Comes up a little gingerly, but it looks like he's okay.
He saw the lane to the basket, and he drove, luckily getting out of it with free throws.
So 2 shots from the often reliable junior. And he hits the first. Mullen lining up for the second, 12-5 Salesianum, 4:36 left in the first quarter. Hits the second, 13-5. Brinkley up the other way, passes it into the corner. Looking for the offense to develop. Thinks about a jumper, loses the ball, and passes it out instead. Rodriguez hands it off. Another handoff to the other side. Drives to the inside. Layup missed. Gets his own rebound, loses the ball, and Sally's gets another turnover. Hines drives to the middle, nice move. Fouled on the way up.
Just couldn't get it over to the other side of the rim. Almost had it there. Would have been a good look for an and one. But free throws are definitely a good sign. Getting this Wilmington Christian team into foul trouble early on.
Ethan Hines doing what he does best, slashing to the middle, making something happen on that before the first dribble. As he hits the first free throw.
Sometimes he gets a little too shot happy and pulls up too much from outside, when his bread and butter really is getting down low into the paint and getting the easy layups.
And he misses the second one. Rebounded Sam Walsh underneath. Conkey gets the layup to go.
Big move there by Conkey. That's what we like to see from him. A transfer coming in his first year on this team.
Nice pass underneath. Redding can't handle it. He's on the ground. And it's going to be Wilmington Christian ball.
Good hustle there by Redding to fight for the ball.
So Wilmington Christian underneath, down 11. Rodriguez bounces it in and takes it up top, guarded by Mullen. Looking for Brinkley. Fakes it. Was stolen by Conkey for a moment. Looks like it's going to be an offensive foul. So another unforced error.
They're going to call it on Rodriguez Bryant.
So now Walsh on the other end. Taking it up the floor, met at half court by Brinkley. Conkey in the high post. Kalk, Euros. Errant pass, gathered by Walsh.
Machine looking to reset the offense.
Mullen thought about driving, takes it out instead. Cross court to Walsh. Mullen at the top, drives to the inside. Out to Walsh for three. Won't go, rebounded by Conkey underneath, and he gets another putback.
Big body buckets there for Conkey. Easy rebound, putting it in down low.
Brinkley up the floor, guarded by Walsh. 18-5 Salesianum. Killing, drives it, floater, rebounded by Mullen. Quick to Ethan Hines. Ethan gathers it, tough layup, and he gets it to go.
Great fast break move there for Ethan Hines.
And Brinkley gets a little excited there on the hop step, travels. And another timeout for Wilmington Christian.
Wilmington Christian turnover problems have just been snowballing here in the first quarter. They just can't get their offense going, and you hate to see them end a possession without even attempting a shot.
Unforced errors have been the name of the game so far. Sally's forcing turnovers early, as you said, just creating a lot of pressure. The offensive foul was big as they got the rebound and, tried to get another possession out of it and couldn't do it. Right there, we saw the travel. It's just snowballed, like you said. It's 20-5, 2:30 in the first quarter. But it's a really good sign for Sally's to be able to bounce back from that Sanford game so far. Let's just, see if they can hold on to it.
This is definitely going to help be, at the very least, a morale boost for the Salesianum team. Helping them keep their heads up, letting them know they're still one of the most dominant forces in the state. And they're a good team. They just can't let a tough loss like that last one bring them down too much.
And like we said in the open, it's going to help to have a lot more depth than they did for that Sanford game. So 20-5, 2:30 left in the first quarter. Sally's absolutely dominating on both ends of the floor so far. If you're Wilmington Christian, what are you looking for here out of this timeout?
Right now, you just need to get points on the board. Clean up your offense. And then just try to, like we said earlier, also get Salesianum out of their pace. They're having great sets on in the half court, slowing it down. Great off-ball movement. Have to throw a wrench in the machine.
Mullen pull-up jumper. Won't go, so they get the stop they needed. Rodriguez Bryant up the floor. Starkey. Tipped by Conkey, stolen by Walsh. Kalk on the other end. Nice little move there, and he gets the tough layup.
Rasheem Kalk doing what he does best, getting down low in transition.
Brinkley on the other end. Gets a screen up top. He's double teamed. He's trapped. Almost stolen by Hines. Tried to save it. Good read on the pass there.
Like you say, he did a great job reading those passing lanes as Brett O'Hara and Pat Methley check in for Sam Walsh and Conkey. Brett O'Hara been a great spark plug for this team coming off the bench so far.
A very good three-point shooter as Killing drives. Looked like it was out of bounds. Wilmington Christian retains possession. Andrew Erdvig checks in for Brinkley. Inbound in the corner. Rodriguez Bryant passes it out. Killing resets. Starkey for three. In and out. Methley with the rebound.
Forced the shot there a bit. Wasn't quite as open as I would have wanted him to be.
Mullen opposite end for the three, and he hits the three! Justin Mullen.
Justin Mullen bringing height and skill to this team.
And on the other end, Redding hits the deep two. Gets the points on the board for Wilmington Christian. Ends the drought. Methley in the high post. Mullen thinks about driving middle. Kalk baseline. Out to O'Hara. O'Hara wide open for three, and he hits the three. Sally's on all cylinders right now.
They are playing perfectly so far, doing everything they want to do. As another rebound and fast break opportunity, Ethan Hines.
Euro, and he gets it to go.
Great move there by Ethan Hines.
Poetry in motion on that Euro step. Rodriguez Bryant slowing it down. 25 seconds left in the first quarter, 30-7 Salesianum.
Definitely no need to rush a shot here.
For three, Starkey, and it's long, rebounded by O'Hara.
Sally's wanting to hold, probably for the last shot.
Kalk with 6 seconds on the top, gets a screen from Methley. Hines drives, Methley underneath, puts it up in time, but it's short. And that's the end of the first quarter, 30-7 Salesianum. Brendan, what are you seeing?
So far, it's been a dominant outing for Salesianum. Like we said, they're doing everything perfectly. They're hitting their outside shots. They're getting great looks down low. And they're playing their defense, their aggressive style of defense amazingly, forcing turnovers, getting fast break opportunities. It's everything you want to see.
And I think it's steamrolled from that defensive end. Everything is just going down for them tonight. It really started with Conkey underneath, like you said earlier, using his height advantage, using his size advantage, really taking every board in sight and being able to put it up. And then the threes, as we saw in the other possession, just making the extra pass, making sure the guy's open for a good shot. And it was falling tonight so far.
It's important to know with the Salesianum team, they're not just size, but they have great skill. Their big men can not only score on the inside, but shoot and play great defense. They have lateral quickness and they can stay in front of the ball. It's just what you want to see. They're great at reading passing lanes, and it's a perfect setup for their style of play.
Meanwhile, Wilmington Christian just can't get anything going on the offensive end. But it has to start on the defensive end for them, boxing out, making sure they can get some defensive rebounds and transitioning to the other side.
Limiting second chance opportunities will be a key for them for the remainder of the game.
So Rodriguez Bryant to inbound. Brinkley gets the ball. Hinson checks in for Sally's. As Killing looks in the corner for three, Redding, and he hits the three. Finally get a shot to fall. Kalk on the other end. Taking his time, setting the offense, trying to get something going. Darion Williams to the corner, O'Hara for three. Off the front of the rim, rebounded, tipped out by Methley. Underneath, Hines draws some contact and gets it to go, and the stare down. Talk to him nice, Ethan.
That's a great second chance look for Ethan Hines, working the ball around. Second chance opportunities are more than just getting the rebound and going right back up with it.
Starkey hands off in the corner. Rodriguez Bryant, shot fake, wide open layup in the middle, he gets it to go.
Things are starting to click in for this Warriors team.
Sally slowing it down, setting the offense, taking their time. Warriors in a 2-3 zone, something we haven't seen too often. Ethan Hines, for three. Won't go. Rebounded O'Hara after the tip, basically daring Sally's to shoot outside. Hines gets the ball underneath, his mask is ripped off and it goes out of bounds. Sally's keeps possession.
Like we're seeing, Wilmington going into this 2-3 zone. What are your thoughts on it, and how do you think Sally's is going to deal with it?
Well, it's like I said, they're just daring them to shoot, trying to keep everybody out from underneath, really stopping the physicality where they couldn't before. But Sally's has answered. I mean, they've hit 2 quick threes. You saw that they were able to get it underneath. Let's see what they can do. O'Hara in the corner, drives baseline. Kalk for three, and he hits the three, and you can count the basket.
Big shot there for Rasheen Kalk, looking to convert on a 4-point play.
So Ethan Hines checks back in for Walsh. Looks like a little confusion. So Kalk at the line, looking to convert his 3 and 1. And he does the 4-point play. Brinkley on the other end. Rodriguez Bryant drives. Little hop step, but he travels.
Costly turnover. You got to keep those under control if you want to make a comeback in this game.
So Kalk running the offense once again. Hines resets. O'Hara at the top, a deep 3 off the front of the rim. Williams underneath there. And it's gonna say Sally's ball.
I like the confidence from O'Hara to take those shots. Just threatening Wilmington Christian to come out of that 2-3 zone.
Darion Williams getting a lot of minutes here. O'Hara for 3 off the front of the rim. Tipped out by Kalk. Timeout Salesianum.
Coach Trev just wanting to reinforce the idea on how to break out of that 2-3 zone. Give them the knowledge that they're going to need.
Sally's a really underrated part of their game so far today is the offensive rebounds. I mean, we talked about it with Conkey, but even without him on the floor, they've been seemingly getting these second chance opportunities, and that's been big for them so far.
It's also not just the big men. Their guards are doing a great job at getting down there, and even when they take the threes, you know, like we know, long shots equal long rebounds, and their guards are doing a good job at getting those and creating more second chance opportunities.
Wilmington Christian also starting to get something clicking on offense, a little bit of rhythm to their game. I mean, we saw the turnover on the travel, but other than that, they've been doing a pretty okay job at getting back into this. 36-12, 5:56 left in the first half.
And like we said, their offense is coming from their defense. Most of the points in this little streak that they're going on are coming off fast breaks. So they're going to want to look to continue to force those turnovers and keep playing fast.
The 3-2 zone, or 2-3 zone is a really interesting play there from Wilmington Christian, though. Outside the box, I wouldn't have thought to use that to stop Sally's. Makes a lot of sense, though. Hinson checks in for Salesianum. Kalk at the top. Williams. Kalk drives to the middle, outside Hinson. Drives baseline. Methley underneath. Lost the ball for a second. Nice pass to Williams. Blocked.
Great block by Rodriguez Bryant.
Brinkley on the other end looking to capitalize. It looks like a blocking foul there as Brinkley tried to drive.
Going to be called on Darion Williams.
Mullen and Conkey in for Methley and Williams. Williams played really well there in that little time he was on the floor.
A player known for his instant offense, but it can also do a lot for you on the defensive end.
Outside, Killing, hands it off to Brinkley. Brinkley, trapped, bounces it, gets it into Killing, swings it back out. Starkey, nice layup, gets it to go on the floater.
Breaking the Sally's defense down.
Kalk on the other end. Mullen in the corner, drives baseline. Oh, look for the slam, got blocked again. Looks like a foul.
I like the aggressiveness by Mullen there. Just driving baseline and trying to slam it down with authority.
So Mullen to the line to shoot 2. Misses the first. Montooth and Walsh in for Kalk and Hines. Montooth playing his first game in a couple weeks. Good to see him back on the floor. Looks like Luke Danner in for Rodriguez Bryant. Getting some well-deserved rest on that Wilmington Christian bench.
He brings a lot to their team on both ends of the floor. Let's see what they can do without him out there.
Brinkley to the other end. Slows it down a little bit. Secondary break, drives. Corner three. Airballed, rebound by Hinson. Up the floor, Mullen. Out to Conkey, errant pass. Mullen gets it back. Walsh for three. Off the mark. Conkey rebound. Goes up and it's fouled. Looks like Brinkley got him underneath.
Great move there from Conkey. That's why he's out there, to get those offensive rebounds and make the other team pay for not boxing him out.
So Conkey to the line to shoot two. Very good free throw shooter. Let's see if he can convert. Short on the first one.
Come on, Black. Come on, Black.
And he hits the second one, so 1 for 2 from the line. 4:44 left, 38-14. Brinkley drives. Tough layup off the side of the backboard, rebounded by Montooth. Montooth on the other end of Mullen. Nice layup there by Mullen.
That's what you want to see. A big man who can move like that is perfect for the fast break.
Brinkley fakes the handoff, corner. Danner swings it out. Tipped by Sam Walsh. Good read on the pass there.
That's something this Salesianum defense has been doing a lot this game, is reading those passing lanes. Even if they're not turning into steals, just knocking them out of bounds and making them reset their offense.
Starkey inbounds it. Looks like Conkey fouled him. He doesn't agree with the call. Jameer DeShields checking in for Wilmington Christian as well. Inbound, Starkey, spins. Floater no good, Montooth on the other end off the rebound by Conkey. Mullen underneath, Hinson wide open, can't handle the pass.
Slipped right through his hands. A freshman coming in, first year, starting varsity.
Played a lot of minutes for this team in the early going. Halfway through the second quarter, 40-14 Salesianum. DeShields. Errant pass. Gonna be a backcourt violation.
Another unforced turnover there by Wilmington Christian.
Jameer DeShields, the freshman, looked like the pressure got to him a little bit too much there. Walsh to Hinson. Montooth. Hinson on the opposite end. Mullen swings it out to Walsh. Wide open corner three. Off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Conkey once again underneath.
Just a force they have no solution for.
Hinson on the other end of the floor. Pull-up jumper. Off the front of the rim. Rebounded. Looks like he lost the ball, though. Gathers it. And it's Starkey on the other end.
Luckily for them, Montooth wasn't aware of where the ball was. There would have been another terrible turnover for it.
Killing, guarded by Hinson. The freshman forces him back out. Looks like a carry on the other side of the floor. It's going to be Sally's ball. Kalk and Hines back in.
After what I thought was a good defensive possession there for a Hinson, Trev choosing to take him out.
And Reddick to the bench for Wilmington Christian. Erdvig back on the floor. Mullen lobs it into Conkey. He's mobbed by 4 Wilmington Christian Warriors, but he gets it back, and he gets the wide open layup. What a play by Jackson Conkey.
Great job never giving up on the possession. Just keeping his mind on where the ball is at all times. Great block by Ethan Hines, triggering a fast break.
Kalk on the other end, swings out to Conkey. Conkey, tough layup, won't go, but he's going to the line.
I like the ball movement there by Salesianum in the transition. Not just settling for the first look they get.
So Conkey shooting 2 more from the line.
He's gone 1 for 2 so far in the game.
Misses the first one. Brinkley back in, as is Rodriguez Bryant. Danner and DeShields off the floor.
You want to see Conkey try to increase his free throw percentage a bit, because he's getting there a lot so far this season. It could really be a turning point for this offense.
Conkey hits the second one, so 50% from the line, 43-14, 2:30 left in the half. Brinkley on the other end. Killing, driving. They're gonna call a blocking on Jackson Conkey.
They're saying he didn't quite get his feet set there. Looked like his arms were straight up.
So Jalen Killing to the free throw line. Pat Methley's set to check in for the Sals. Killing hits the first shot. Methley in for Conkey, as that was Conkey's second foul. Only the 4th team foul for Salesianum.
That's something their defense has definitely been doing good so far this game.
As Killing doesn't get the roll, Mullen gets the rebound. Kalk in the corner for 3, off the front of the rim. So after getting a lot of early threes, Sally's hasn't hit one in a while. Brinkley drives to the middle. Tough layup, gets it over the outstretched arms of Sam Walsh. Nice play from him.
Wilmington Christian starting to press up, play a bit aggressive here.
Trying to create some turnovers. Rodriguez Bryant was all over Mullen. Walsh guarded by Killing. Swings it out, tipped by Killing. Nice defensive play there as he was looking for Mullen.
You can feel it, they're trying to get the momentum swinging back in their favor.
43-17, 1:47 left in the half. Mullen inbounding from the opposite side. Swings it into Walsh. Walsh drives underneath Methley. Nice pass, wide open look from Pat Methley.
They don't get much easier than that easy bucket for Pat Methley.
Brinkley on the other end of the floor, guarded by Walsh. Sally's in that man-to-man defense. Rodriguez Bryant drives to the middle and gets the layup to go. Wilmington Christian back with the light pressure. Kalk gets it across, guarded by Killing the whole way. Methley gets the screen. Methley underneath. Tough layup, doesn't get it to go. Ball fake, it gets it on the second chance opportunity once again.
Pat Methley turning garbage into gold. Easy second chance points for him down low.
Brinkley, guarded nicely by Walsh and Mullen. Less than a minute left to play. Drives to the middle, met by Hines and Mullen. Sally's defense really locking down here to end the half. Brinkley drives to the middle. Won't go. Rebounded by Brinkley after a lot of tips. Second chance is fouled by Mullen.
You hate to see the big man foul like that. He has the height advantage. Just went a little too aggressive there.
So Brinkley shooting 2 with 31 seconds left. Hits the first one, 47-20. Brinkley misses the second. Mullen with the rebound. Timeout Salesianum. Coach Trev decides to talk it over.
He wants to draw up probably one final play as they're looking to try and save for the last shot.
Brendan, Wilmington Christian on a really quick run. What was what led them to go on that quick run to get back up, pull this game a little closer?
Well, we were thinking it was going to start on the defensive end, get turnovers, and start playing fast. But they're doing an amazing job scoring in the half court as well. Just getting the ball inside, finding the open gaps in the lane, and just scoring the easy points. But they have started switching over to a 2-3 zone and pressuring up a bit when Sally's tries to bring the ball up, which looks like it's throwing Salesianum off its game a bit. Hopefully that continues for them.
Yeah, as we mentioned, the 2-3 is a look that Sally's has not seen much, if at all, this season. So I think you're right. I think it disoriented them a little bit as they line up at the half-court line. Paul gets the ball. Up the floor, guarded by Brinkley. 24 seconds left. Methley comes up to screen. Double screen. In the corner for Hines. Resets it. 13 seconds. Calls for another screen. He was triple teamed there. Mullen, corner three. Off the back of the rim, rebounded by Hines. Hines puts it up. Free throw line jumper is good. And time is gonna run out on the half. 49-20, Salesianum. Brendan, what are your takeaways?
My takeaway so far, the first quarter was perfect for Salesianum. They were playing great, hitting their shots and stopping everything on the defensive end. But the momentum shifted a bit there in the second. Sally's still doing a great job. They still have an amazing lead. But Wilmington Christian starting to come back a bit later on in there. Later on, started with the defensive end and playing a great job forcing the ball on the inside.
And I don't think it's a coincidence that Wilmington Christian started really playing well as Jackson Conkey went to the bench. He's really been the spark plug on the offensive end, being able to get offensive boards, getting those second chance opportunities for that offense. And on the defensive end, just getting defensive rebounds as well and creating pressure on the inside. It's really thrown off this Wilmington Christian team. So look to him to make a big impact on the second half as well.
Sally's definitely wants to use their physical tools here to make their lead bigger and definitely enforce themselves onto the other team.
And for Wilmington Christian, like we said, a very good second quarter for them compared to the first. What do they have to do to get back in this game? I know it's about a 29-point deficit, but how can they get back into this game?
There's always a chance for the team that's down to try and just go into the locker room, talk it over, fix up the mistakes on the offensive end, try to play just a bit more aggressive, be a one step quicker on those passing lanes, force turnovers, play fast, and get easy points.
And I think you hit the nail on the head a little earlier when you said they started playing in the half court instead of trying to play Sally's game. And I think that's really going to be the difference for them. They're very good finishers on the inside. As long as they can drive and get to the inside, then they'll make their presence felt on the scoreboard. So as we said, 49-20. We've got about 8 minutes and 30 seconds left of halftime. We'll see you at the start of the second half.
Still doing camera middle? Are we still doing the? We're not gonna do it. Okay.
Welcome back to the second half of action here at the Burke. 49-20 Salesianum over Wilmington Christian. Brendan, it's a little bit of a blowout so far. Is there anything Wilmington Christian can do to get back in this game at the start of the third quarter?
Well, like we saw at the end of the second quarter, momentum started to shift in the Warriors' favor. So hopefully they can use halftime to help propel that momentum even further and try to close this gap.
16 minutes is a lot of time for anything, but especially in basketball, anything can happen. Let's see if Salesianum can close it out here, get a big-time victory. Machine Kalk guarded all the way by Killing. Walsh swings it back. Hines the screen. Mullen in the corner for three. Off the back rim. Team rebound there as Killing comes up with the ball. Mullen fouls him. It's going to be Mullen, Hines, Kalk, Walsh, and Conkey on the floor for the Sals. Killing, Brinkley, Rodriguez Bryant, Rettig, and Starkey on the floor for Wilmington Christian. Brinkley guarded by Mullen on the switch. Looking for options. Taking his time. Killing drives. Looks like a foul underneath, not sure on who. Rasheen Kalk. So 2 quick fouls for the Salesianum defense. That's Rasheen's second. Killing underneath to inbound. Brinkley for three. Off the back of the rim. Rebound, Rodriguez Bryant. Out to Starkey for three, and he hits the three.
There's Rodriguez Bryant being the game changer that he was in the first half. He's gonna have to lead this comeback.
But first he's gotta tie his shoe as we take a little bit of a timeout for that. So Wilmington Christian pressuring all the way. Mullen bringing up the ball, guarded closely by Rettig. Mullen gets it across. Walsh underneath, back out to Hines. Pull-up jumper is good. Ethan has made his bread and butter from that free throw line today.
That's at least the 4th time he's gone to that shot. And it's very consistent for him. A shot he's definitely going to want to attack more often.
Brinkley guarded by Hines on the other end. Starkey drives, pulls up, fouled. He's gonna go to the line for 2 more.
And the foul's gonna be on Sam Walsh.
So 3 quick team fouls for Salesianum. We're only less than a minute and a half into the second half. Starkey misses the first. Off to the right.
Team fouls weren't a problem for the Salesianum team in the first half. Bit concerning to see them come out with 3 quick ones so far.
As he misses both, Walsh gets the rebound. Up the floor to Hines. Hines drives to the middle. Strong finish there for Ethan Hines.
A physical force there. Quick at slashing into the lane.
Rodriguez underneath. Starkey, another layup for Starkey. And that's going to be a quick timeout for Coach Trev.
I don't blame him. I'm not liking what I'm seeing for the Salesianum team. They just can't get anything going their way.
What are you seeing then, Brendan? How can they change what's happening?
They just got to clean up their defense. They're not getting in front of the ball, not staying in front of their man, and just letting them work inside.
Starkey has really had his way on the offensive end so far. Sally's also able to get stuff going on their offensive end. Might be a little bit of a shootout down the stretch if they can't stop Starkey.
Fast-paced, offensive-based games are definitely what I like to see.
53-25, 6:15 left in the third quarter. No changes to either lineup so far. Still got a little bit of time left in the timeout. So Wilmington Christian keeps their lineup. Sally's keeps theirs. Brendan, I wouldn't be surprised to see the ball go to Jackson Conkey if the Sal's get it back here in the half court.
Definitely try to abuse that physical size mismatch.
Walsh up the floor, Mullen there to help him. As Mullen gets the ball, guarded by Reddick. Kalk to Hines. Walsh on the other end, underneath. Mullen drives toward the middle. Walsh for three, short. Rebounded, Rodriguez-Bryant.
That's what you want to see if you're the Warriors, boxing out Conkey.
Looks like they're gonna get Walsh on the trip.
Another foul for him. 2 quick ones in this half.
Brinkley doing anything he can to get this offense moving. 4 team fouls for Salesianum, 5:43 left in the third quarter. Starkey gets the ball up top. He's really been this offense so far. Killing. Brinkley. Brinkley finds Killing underneath, blocked by Jackson Conkey.
There's that interior force we've wanted Conkey to be.
Kalk for three in the corner. Won't go. Rebounded by Conkey once again. And he's fouled underneath. Looks like it's going to be on the ground, though. What a play by Jackson.
Great play by Jackson Conkey. Just want a quick reminder, when you're that big man, you get the offensive rebound. You can't just bring it down low. When you're as big as Conkey is, you can't have someone like Brinkley getting the ball.
And a bad pass there, stolen by Wilmington Christian. They're on the other end of the floor. Rodriguez-Bryant drives to the middle. Tough floater, gets it to go. Great finish by him. He's been really good on those drives.
Tides are starting to turn for the Warriors.
Ethan Hines bringing the ball up the floor. A different look here for the Sally's offense. Walsh underneath the Conkey. Conkey to Mullen, drives in the middle. Looks like they're gonna get him on a travel though. He does not like the call.
Got a little caught up on the defense and took that extra step to try and rebalance himself. Refs aren't having any of it.
So now Brinkley bringing it up the floor, trying to capitalize on this momentum. Drives to the middle, guarded by Walsh. Finds Redding in the corner. Baseline jumper's good. And all of a sudden, it's 53-29. Kalk on the other end. Guarded by Killing all the way. Drives to the middle. Hop step, Euro, and he's fouled.
That's what you want to see Rasheem Kalk do more often. He was pretty quiet in the first half. Just need to be a bit more aggressive, attack the paint.
So they call it a shooting foul, so Kalk is going to go to the line for 2. Daniel Starkey picking up his second. Hits the first free throw. Rasheem, a very good free throw shooter. O'Hara checks in for Walsh, trying to get some shooting back going for this Sally's offense.
O'Hara definitely brings a lot to the team, helps space out the floor. Hopefully will allow Conkey to be a bit more effective on the inside.
Brinkley for 3. Off the front of the rim, another rebound for Conkey. O'Hara up the floor, he's wide open. Tough layup, won't go, rebound, put back by Ethan Hines.
Way to follow the play there by Ethan.
Killing, guarded by Hines. Rodriguez-Bryant hands it off. Mullen picks him up, wide open underneath, great pass. Can't go for Starkey. Kalk on the other end, tipped, stolen by Killing.
Errant pass there. It's throwing it right into the defense's hands.
Good read there by Rasheem Kalk, but Redding gathers it and hits the deep 2.
A little too aggressive in the passing lanes.
Rasheem Kalk guarded all the way by Killing. Gives it to Conkey. Handoff to Mullen. Mullen drives, guarded by Rodriguez. Conkey underneath, has it stolen, gathers it, out of bounds. It's gonna be Wilmington Christian ball.
Great hustle there by Brinkley to get up and steal the ball from Jackson Conkey.
57-31. Starkey on the other end, loses the ball. Great defense, Ethan Hines. It's gonna be Sally's ball.
Good hustle there, stopping the transition.
Good awareness by Hines, the senior, getting his head around, making sure he could disrupt that pass as he comes out and Joey Montooth comes in.
We haven't gotten to see too much of Montooth so far this season.
Brings excellent ball handling, leadership, and great defense. It's exactly what Sally's needs right now as Kalk's on the other end. Montooth underneath Mullen, cross court, O'Hara swings it. Montooth in the corner, thinks three, and Kalk resets. Sally's taking as much time as they want. O'Hara in the corner for three, off the front of the rim. Blocked, Rodriguez Bryant.
Sally is getting opportunity after opportunity as Justin Mullen gets fouled inside.
Great work getting that offensive rebound and taking it in the middle, being fearless underneath.
O'Hara definitely playing very aggressive. He does not lack confidence one bit. The shots aren't falling for him, but that isn't stopping him from taking them.
Mullen to the line for two. Hits the first.
He's been to the line quite a few times so far in this game. He's very consistent from there.
Toby Harris checks in. Starkey checks out. Mullen shooting his second. Hitting his second. 59-31, 2:35 left in the third quarter. Brinkley guarded by Montooth, drives to the middle, met by Jackson Conkey. Great defense there.
There's the defense we've wanted to see. Stopping this comeback from Wilmington Christian.
O'Hara drives baseline and is fouled before he could get it to Mullen. Looks like Harris is gonna pick up a foul.
I'm gonna say he wasn't in the act of shooting as they take it back underneath the basket.
That's his third for Harris. Montooth, Kalk. O'Hara drives baseline, wide open underneath. Tough layup short. Conkey with another rebound, misses it, and it's rebounded by Redding. Another offensive rebound for Jackson Conkey.
Sally, he couldn't convert on it to get the second chance points.
Brinkley guarded by Montooth, fakes the handoff. Nice move there. Tough jumper, won't go, rebounded by Kalk. On the other end, O'Hara, it's a 2-on-1, takes it himself and gets the layup.
Great job running down the court. Great moves in transition.
So Brinkley on the other end, trying to get something going. Sally's has been able to recollect themselves, put themselves up 30. Brinkley hands it off. Rodriguez Bryant. Another handoff to Killing, fouled. Looks like they got Montooth. Five team fouls for Salesianum, as Methley and Williams check in for Mullen and Conkey.
Hopefully Methley can keep can fill in the dominant force that is Conkey. Keep boxing out, keep getting these second chance opportunities.
Brinkley on the outside. Drives to the opposite side, guarded by Montooth, short on the layup, rebound by Harris. Brinkley, second chance jumper, won't go, rebounded by Williams. Brings it up the floor. Decides to slow it down, he didn't have the numbers. O'Hara drives middle, out to Kalk, and they reset on offense. Brendan, I think a real key piece of this has been, I think 11 players have checked in for Salesianum, really showing their depth tonight, and that's why they're up 30.
One of the best things Salesianum does is keeping fresh legs in at all times, making sure their players are energized enough to run that fast break.
Williams wide open. Great feed by Montooth, even better finish from Williams.
Easy points down low. That's what we saw in the first quarter. Great to see it come back in the second half.
Brinkley drives toward the middle. Rodriguez Bryant to Brinkley. Brinkley drives. Hits the tough layup. Wilmington Christian back on the board.
Sally's lead is up to 30 now with 10 seconds left in the third.
Kalk gets the screen, drives to the middle, outside to Montooth, drives baseline. Methley puts it up, won't go, and that's the buzzer. 63-33 at the end of 3 quarters. Brendan, what are you liking? What are you seeing?
I'm seeing right there at the end of the third, Sally started to get back in their groove like we saw in the first. Momentum carried over from the end of the second quarter into the beginning of the third, with Wilmington Christian carrying a lot of their offensive load, getting inside, looking like they're going to close down the lead. Luckily, Trev talked to his guys, got them back under control, and broke out this lead up to now 30 points.
Yeah, it kind of looked like they were asleep out there at the start of the third quarter. Wilmington Christian really woke them up quick. I mean, they did a really nice job getting their shots, really finding their way, getting to the inside, and everything just started falling for them. I mean, Starkey was hitting shots. Brinkley has been doing a really nice job. Rodriguez Bryant has been athletic on the offensive end. But it looked like Sally's just started to buckle down on defense. They started to force middle to get the big guys to stop them on the inside. Really started to gel there toward the end.
When you have a big lead going into half, it's easy to go into the second half with just a more relaxed demeanor. And that's a great opportunity for the underdogs to come back and try and get on it and exploit that. Sally's really getting a wake-up call there.
So Hinson checks in for Sally's. No changes for Wilmington Christian at the start of the fourth quarter. Brinkley drives to the middle, out in the corner for 3, and he hits the 3. It's Daniel Starkey. Who else?
He's been carrying the offensive load so far.
Sally's on the other end. O'Hara resets, taking their time, running the offense, trying to get some motion. Hinson gets a screen from Williams. Pull-up jumper. Short, rebounded, stolen by Hinson though. O'Hara in the corner, and they reset once again. Nice awareness there from Hinson to strip that ball away. Methley underneath, big mismatch, cross court. Williams in the corner.
Sally's hesitant to take any bad looks. Want to get the best shot.
Hinson, nice spin move, gets the layup over the shorter Brinkley.
Noticed the mouse in the house and just took it down in the paint.
And then errant pass, trying to make something happen. Killing couldn't gather it. It's going to be Sally's ball on the baseline. O'Hara to inbound.
Wilmington Christian continuing to play an aggressive defense, pressing up.
Walsh showing his speed there, just able to get through both defenders as an errant pass from Brett O'Hara goes out of bounds, looking for Hinson.
Just a bit too high on that pass. Hinson couldn't get up to it.
Brinkley on the other end, guarded by Walsh. Behind the back, tough layup, gets it to go. Good defense there by Walsh, just nothing he could do.
Wilmington Christian starting to run some isolation plays for Brinkley.
Walsh on the other end, drives to the middle. O'Hara wide open for 3, why not? And he takes the 3. O'Hara, no care, it doesn't matter how many he misses, it's gonna go in.
Great confidence by the first-time varsity player, Brett O'Hara.
Brinkley on the other end, another tough layup, putting the offense on his back short for recently.
You wouldn't guess it by his short stature, but he can score inside.
Walsh, nice Euro. Tough layup, can't get it to go. Rebounded by Starkey. Looks like it's gonna be a foul on Sally's. Wilmington Christian's gonna retain possession. Not quite sure on who.
Big-time substitutions for Salesianum as Conkey, Mullen, Hines, and Kalk come back into the game.
Everybody but Hinson off the floor from that last possession. Wilmington Christian on the other end, 68-40, 6:01 left in the game. Hinson looking like he's gonna pick up Brinkley.
If Wilmington Christian wants any chance at winning, they need to make every second count.
Nice move there. Rodriguez Bryant in the corner for 3, and he hits the 3.
Open look there for Bryant.
Kalk on the other end. Ethan Hines. Hinson for three, and he hits the three! Big time answer there, Isaiah Hinson.
It's looking like a shootout here on Broome Street.
Brinkley trying to answer. Lots of dribbling underneath. Harris gets on that ball. Timeout, Wilmington Christian. 71-43, 5:23 left. Brendan, what does Wilmington Christian have to do to capitalize on their momentum?
We've seen these past few possessions. They're playing with a bit more pep in their step, trying to keep their possessions as short as possible, get a shot up. Even if it's the slightest bit of open, just take that chance because you need every opportunity.
Brinkley has done such a good job getting to the inside, getting these tough layups to go. Then you saw Starkey hit that three, and Hinson came back on the other end and hit it right back. Just an unbelievable sequence there. These boys came to play tonight. This is going to be a good game. The scoreboard might not reflect it, but it's a lot closer than it seems.
After a tough loss, a nice blowout like this is what the locker room needs more than anything.
But it's not over yet. 5:23 left in the game. Wilmington Christian underneath, inbounding the ball. Rodriguez Bryant looking for options. Gets it to Starkey. Killing resets. Gets the ball to who else but Dante Brinkley. Brinkley drives to the middle, kicks it out. Starkey fakes three, hop step to the middle, stolen by Kalk.
Kalk read that pass like a book.
Mullen
other side,
slams it home.
He went to the tool shed and he chose the hammer.
And then a blocking foul on the other end. Brinkley driving. Brendan, what did you just say?
He went into the tool shed and he chose the hammer, slamming it in with authority there for Mullen. No better way to finish off an offensive possession. Brinkley to the line for two.
Brinkley hits the first shot. And hits the second, able to convert. Conkey underneath, looking for options, gets it into Hines in the middle. Hines guarded by Starkey. Mullen to Hinson. Hinson steps back, drives middle, almost loses the ball. Underneath to Conkey. Conkey gets fouled. Looks like they might get Harris for his fourth.
Good move by Conkey to get the ball down low in the paint. Just couldn't quite get it up high enough to get it over the rim.
So Conkey shooting two more free throws. Hits the first one.
After being a bit shaky in the first half, he's definitely been more consistent in the second.
And Conkey hits the second one. 75-45. 4:34. Sally's trapping, trying to get this game to be over. Hines sticks out his leg, makes sure that pass can't go through. Wilmington Christian gonna reset. Brinkley guarded by Kalk. Two very athletic players. Brinkley drives to the baseline, kicks it out. Starkey in the corner. Rodriguez Bryant won't go on the three. Rebound Ethan Hines. It's a 3-on-2. Ethan takes it himself, won't go. Rebound, another one from Conkey. Back to Hines, second chance, and he gets it to go that time.
Hines getting the easy points down low. That's been the story of the game so far tonight.
Jackson Conkey, unbelievable. Playing out of his mind on the offensive glass. Brinkley trying to make something happen, calling for the screen from Harris. Gets it, drives to the middle. Stolen by Hinson, saved by Hinson. And after the scramble, it looks like it's gonna be, I think, Sally's ball. Didn't look like there was really a signal yet.
And he's going to the line for free throws. I think they're gonna say Hinson fouled him.
Well, in the confusion, Darion Williams and Joey Montooth checking in. Rodriguez Bryant to the free throw line. Short on the first one, rebounded by Mullen. Up the floor, Williams driving. Williams scoring! No hesitation on the layup.
Great move there in transition for the young, another first-year varsity member.
Brinkley guarded by Kalk, drives to the middle. Tough floater, can't get it to go. It's a 2-on-none, and Mullen takes it again with authority.
Another big-time slam for Justin Mullen.
Wilmington Christian calls timeout, 81-45, 3:13 left in the game.
With a lead like this, and with almost no time left, you have to think you start emptying out the back of your bench, giving these guys some valuable play time here in a varsity game.
That looks like what Coach Trev is doing as Matt Carr and Nolan Harmon check in for the Sals, as does Will Keegan. Unbelievable play from Salesianum there, just never giving up when it looked like Wilmington Christian was going to scratch and claw their way back. Sallies wouldn't let them.
Did a great job. Even when the lead grew, they kept their foot on the gas pedal and never let up.
Same goes for Wilmington Christian, not giving up, scratching and clawing their way back, really fighting for every little play, every opportunity. Brinkley has played out of his mind, as has Starkey and Rodriguez Bryant, really the standout.
Even though this is going to be a tough loss for this Wilmington Christian team, it really speaks volumes about their character as a whole.
So Carr, Montooth, Harmon, Williams, Keegan on the floor for the Sals. Reddig, Starkey, Brinkley, Rodriguez Bryant, and Killing for Wilmington Christian. 3:10 left in this game, 81-45. Brinkley on the other end, drives, pull up, floater, hits it. Williams back the other way. Matt Carr, the man they call Big Bus, loses the ball out of bounds, gonna be Wilmington Christian's ball.
Just dribbles it off his foot. Matt Carr bringing a lot of leadership to this team.
Brinkley, guarded by Montooth, drives, kicks it out. Rodriguez Bryant in the corner for three, and he hits the three. He's been unbelievable from the corner.
Doing a great job at spacing the floor in this second half. Wasn't doing it too much in the first, though.
Matt Carr, Nolan Harmon, Montooth. Keegan swings in and Montooth. Harmon wide open. Carr, can't get the layup to go. Rebounded by Harmon. Floater won't go off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Reddig. Brinkley drives to the middle. Out in the corner, Starkey for three, and he hits the three.
This Wilmington Christian offense is blasting on all cylinders.
They will not give up. Keegan in the corner. Montooth, double teamed, looking for options. He does, he finds Williams. Harmon wide open underneath. Wide open layup, gets it to fall, 83-53.
Wilmington Christian playing real aggressive there.
And that's gonna be a blocking foul. Looks like they're gonna get Joey Montooth.
Brinkley to the line for the 1-and-1. Another first-year varsity player, sophomore Brandon Buffone, checking in for Montooth.
On the floor, Andrew Erdvig, Luke Danner, Timothy Masters, and Gavin Lockhart check in for Wilmington Christian. Matt Carr with the rebound underneath on the missed free throw. Buffone hands it off to Keegan. Cross-court pass to Williams. Slings it. Keegan thinks three. It's only a two, but he gets it to go.
One thing Keegan brings to the team is floor spacing, an absolutely phenomenal shooter from the outside.
Brinkley into the corner. Drives middle, he's fouled by Keegan. So Brinkley shooting 2 more. Yep, in the double bonus.
Only 23 seconds left here in the game. Wilmington Christian fighting to the end of the bell.
Hits the first one. And hits the second, and he's gonna come out. Riley Bullock coming in. Looks like a timeout for Wilmington Christian. Hard-fought game for the Sals. 85-55 as it stands right now. 23.7 seconds left on the clock.
It's gonna be a dominant victory for Salesianum's team. Amazing morale boost coming off a tough loss against Sanford.
Looking forward, this could be huge for them to try to gain some momentum. It looked like they were really starting to gel like they hadn't in the previous game. And it was tough for them because, you know, it was only their second game coming off of the week-and-a-half break.
It's definitely tough to get back into it, try to brush the rust off after weeks of not playing.
I mean, looking forward, they have Delmarva Christian for a doubleheader Friday and Saturday. This is a good build-up for that before Tower Hill, St. Mark's, Caravel, Sanford, and Archmere to close out the year. This could be a team that could go on a run here. This could be a dangerous team. Williams on the other end, Matt Carr wide open underneath, pump fakes, tough layup, short, stolen. Matt Carr gets another opportunity, and he gets it to fall.
Great shot there by the senior Matt Carr.
3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1, and that's gonna close the door on this game. 87-55, a dominating win from start to finish for Salesianum. Brendan, I mean, what is there to say?
Not much else to say except Salesianum's been playing amazingly. They played their game to perfection. They did every key thing we told them to do at the start of the game, played to their pace, aggressive defense. They got into a bit of foul trouble there in the second half, which is probably the only downside, the only negative thing I could say about them for this game. Just all around amazing play.
The story of the game was taking care of business. It was coming out here and really asserting their dominance, showing what this team could be. And I think, if anything, the scoreboard really reflects how well that went. They started hitting shots early. It started with the defense, their aggressive nature. They weren't getting many fouls. They were able to really get stuff going. Conkey was unbelievable, really my player of the game. Obviously, like I said, we don't have our stats guy, but I'd be shocked if he didn't get a double-double at least.
Definitely. And if he didn't get a double-double, it would have been points holding him back. He was killing it on the boards. Just rebound after rebound, defensive, offensive, just killing it on both ends of the floor. But my player of the game would have to be Ethan Hines. A great job slashing in, bringing great offense, running transition plays really well. And just an amazing play by both players.
I was just going to say that. I mean, you could pick from any list of guys. I mean, Justin Mullen had a great game. Rasheen Kalk, as always, was really the leader of the offense. I mean, from top to bottom, everybody played their heart out, really locked down when they had to. It was unbelievable showing from this team. And like I said, this could be dangerous. They've got a lot of games coming up in the next couple of weeks. And as they look toward the playoffs from that 9th seed, it's going to be tough. But if they can take care of business and play like they did today, there's not much that's going to stop them.
I couldn't agree with you more, Declan.
And with that, on behalf of the entire WSAL crew, my partner Brendan Clerville, and myself, Declan Landis, we'd like to thank you for tuning in tonight for Basketball on Broome Street. And we will see you this Saturday when Salesianum basketball takes on Delmarva Christian. We will see you then.